Blue Dango, wholesome content for kids, toddlers and babies. The Three Billy Goats Gruff. There was once a troll who lived under a bridge. He liked to eat small creatures, so he would wait for little animals to pass over the bridge, then he would jump up and grab them to gobble them up for dinner. One day, he was very hungry. No animals had crossed the bridge for a few days, and the troll's tummy was rumbling. Then he saw 3 billy goats eating the last few bits of green grass on the hill. They were known as the brothers Gruff. The biggest was strong and brave. The medium-sized one was weak but just as brave. The smallest one was even weaker, but just as brave as both of his older brothers. The troll could overhear them talking. They were saying that all the grass on the hill had dried up, but the grass on the other side of the bridge was much greener and looked delicious. They decided to cross the bridge. The troll watched as they walked to the bridge, excited to think about eating a whole goat. The smallest billy goat crossed first. The troll leapt up onto the bridge and got ready to grab him. "Wait a minute," said the goat. "You don't want to eat me. My big brother is crossing next, and he's twice my size. He would make a much bigger meal." Troll thought about it for a moment. If he grabbed this goat now, all the noise would warn off the other goats, and the next one wouldn't cross. The smallest billy goat would have been a good meal, but the troll didn't like the idea of passing up the chance for an even bigger one. "All right," said the troll, "you may pass." The billy goat crossed and happily munched on the lush green grass on the other side. The medium-sized goat crossed next. Once again, the troll jumped up onto the bridge, ready to grab the goat. "Hang on a second," said the billy goat. "You don't want to eat me. My biggest brother is crossing next, and he's twice my size. He would make a meal fit for a king." The troll had to think even harder about this one. The medium-sized goat was already more food than he needed, but then his tummy rumbled. The idea of an even bigger meal was too tempting for him. "All right, you may pass," said the troll as he licked his lips. The billy goat crossed the bridge and joined his little brother eating the lovely fresh grass. Finally, the biggest billy goat Gruff started to cross the bridge. The troll jumped up, ready to grab the billy goat. "I'm not going to let this one talk me out of it," thought the troll. Then the troll paused. For the first time, he had seen the biggest billy goat Gruff up close. He was much bigger than the troll had expected. The troll realized he was not strong enough to grab this goat. It was clear that the biggest Gruff brother knew this as well. He readied himself and then ran at the troll at full speed. He rammed the troll with his big horns and sent him flying into the water with a big splash. As the troll hit the water, he remembered that he couldn't swim. He thrashed around and managed to stay afloat, but he couldn't fight the flow of the river. He was washed downstream, far away from that bridge. When he finally got onto dry land, the troll thought about what he had done. He had been so greedy that he didn't stop when he had a perfectly good meal right in front of him. He wanted more than he needed, and because of that, he ended up with nothing. The troll learned to be more careful and only take what he needed from then on. And he was so scared of that big billy goat Gruff that he kept away from that bridge for the rest of his life. The end.